Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts and More with Tracy. Today, we're going to be using Waterslide Decal transfer papers. I have a request for a dozen shot glasses, and the young lady wants her image on there. Happy 21st birthday. So I've already printed them out. And this is the Waterslide paper that I'm using. I usually use cola, didn't have any left, and this is what I have left. I did get it from Amazon, and it is Rolus, Rolurous, Waterslide Decal Transfer Paper. They all work pretty much the same. Um, so took a sheet and printed it on, uh, took it into Cricut and sized it to, for these shot glasses, I sized it to a 1.5 width by 1.65 in height. And came up with these images. She has the balloons behind her, a little small for you to see. And this actually printed out with lines in it. So I had to clean my printer, um, calculate it, and get it all correct so that the images turned out much better than this. And then they're so small. I actually printed two extra, so there's 14 on here. They're so small. I had this much room left for something else, and you know I'm not going to waste my paper. Um, So I have another image, and it doesn't look as bad as these because these are black, and so I can see the white lines in these. Anywho, long story short, I cleaned the printer and reprinted these, and they look so much better. I have already cut them all out. I didn't want to waste your time with that. I know this lighting is not good. See that or not? Let me see if I turn this light off, if it's any better. Maybe it is. Well, I'll be darned. So I've cut them out, and what you do is this is clear. So you want to cut along the edge of your image as close as you can. And it's okay if you have a little bit left. You don't have to cut exactly on the lines because it's clear and it's not going to show. It shouldn't show. So let's get started. Just going to show you how I do a couple, and then I'll come back after they're complete. So I always spray my glass off with 91% alcohol, or whatever alcohol you have, but it's best to use a high percentage. Clean it off, dry it off. You don't want any fibers underneath your image. You don't want any fingerprints or oil underneath your image. Then what you'll do is you have lukewarm water, warm to lukewarm water. Even room temperature is fine. Oh, let me back up. Um, you need to seal. I'm sorry. Once you have your images printed on this transfer paper, you need to seal this transfer paper, and you seal it with a clear paint, a spray paint, and this is you 2X Rust-Oleum. This is the matte clear. You can use gloss. It doesn't matter. Yeah, because I use this and they came out fine. This is matte, but usually I use gloss. But you can use this or, and I actually use both of them. I sprayed a little bit of this on there. Triple thick Krylon is the clear glaze because which one? This one, the top was plugged up, and if your top gets plugged up, get you a small container, put some alcohol in it, take your top off and sit it in that alcohol for a little while, and it will clean out the dried paint inside of here. Because I have a lot of paint in here, so I was a little upset. But it sprayed. Um, and a lot of people spray these 3 times. You spray it up and down, back and forth, diagonal, drying in between. What I actually did was sprayed all these ways, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, both ways, all at one time. I did it all with one setting. I didn't wait in between. I let that dry for about a half hour. And then just because this started working, I sprayed a clear coat of this on top. All that is really not necessary. You can spray it one time, but spray it heavily and spray it good. Anyhow, I'm babbling, just giving you a few tips. So let's get started since I let you know about that. Let that dry. I let it dry for a half hour. Um, Maybe even longer. I don't know. I did other things while it was drying. So you take your lukewarm water and you take your image after you've cleaned your glass, just place it in the lukewarm water and it will curl up. I hold it down with my fingers just for a few seconds, 15 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds. It just depends on how big it is and um, how much paint you have on there. And it will eventually start to slide. And you see that sliding off? So once it starts to slide, you put a little bit of water on your glass and line it up. That shows a shadow. Line it up how you like it and just slide. I hold on to it and I just slide it off right onto the glass. Slide the backing out. Okay? Tack it down with your fingers just a little bit, and then you'll take a paper towel. When you got it lined up how you want, straight and everything. Take a paper towel and press over the top, trying to press out all of that water. Don't slide it, just press onto it. Then you'll take this silicone brush and go over it lightly and squeegee out the excess water. There may be bubbles, air bubbles underneath the image. Do that lightly, making sure not to move your image or keeping your image where you want it. And I just take my finger to feel to see if there are any air bubbles. I don't see any. I don't feel any more water. So I just ooh, press it over again, and there you have it. So let me, since it's black, she has black balloons, her hair is black, and you can't see it too well. Let me put this white towel in here, and maybe that will help you to see. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to take a picture in the light, in the daylight. So I'll do another one. Clean it with your alcohol. I use coffee filters. They leave no lint behind. Just cut them up and keep them stashed. Clean that real good. Put a little bit of water on your glass. Take your image, put it in your room temperature water. Hold it down with your fingers because it's going to curl up on you. 15 seconds or so. Until you start to feel it slide off the backing, and it's sliding. So I bring it over to the glass, line it up how I want it, hold my finger on one side of the image and pull the backing off. Slide the backing off like that. Then you're able to line it up because it's wet behind the image. You're able to line it up just how you want it. Take your paper towel, press it over the top, pressing out excess water. Okay? Then you want to make sure there's no bubbles, no air bubbles underneath. So you just use your squeegee, your silicone brush, and go all around the edges. Then you can take your paper towel and blot it again. Just press down on it. Don't slide it. Oh, it looks cute from the back too. Just the words are backwards, so you can see straight through it. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so there's the next one. I have 10 more to do. I'll do those off camera, then I'll come back and let you know what I do. Well, actually, I can let you know what I do because I'm going to go ahead and do it. After I get the images on the rest of these shot glasses, I'm going to place them in the oven for 15 minutes at 100 to 115 degrees Celsius. Now, let me calculate that because I don't know what it is. 110 degrees Celsius is 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So place it in your oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 230 degrees Fahrenheit. And that will set your image onto your glasses. So once I've done all that with all of them, I'll bring them back to show you. So they've been in the oven for 15 minutes, and I actually bumped it up to 330 degrees Fahrenheit. I've watched several videos, and there's different times that people have. And anyway, it ranged from 210 degrees Fahrenheit to even up to 350. So I bumped it up to 330, left it in there for 15 minutes. And you can even cure these just setting out for 48 to 72 hours if you don't want to put them in the oven. The thing is that you don't, once you're done, you don't want to soak these. You want to hand wash them. Don't scrub them, and they don't put in the microwave nor the dishwasher. So just hand wash and let them dry. So this is what we have. And let me put something in here to see if you can see it better. I've got my camera at a different angle, and hopefully you can see much better. And it is daytime. Let's see if this helps. Maybe, maybe not. It's dark, and I told her it would be dark because she has the black balloons, and see, I can see them better without, with the light shining through. I think so. There we go. There we go. Okay, so they're ready for packaging. Ready for packaging. And then like I said, I did 14 images instead of 12, just in case one tore or it just didn't turn out right. I just made a couple extra. Well, they all turned out fine, and so I just gave her a bonus shot glass and used both of those images on this shot glass. And that'll be my little birthday gift to her. So for packaging purposes, to make them look pretty, I am going to put some of this decorative shred in each one. And show you how I'm going to package them. Now these came from Amazon, these shot glasses. And I'll put the link in the description. But what I liked about the packaging is that they came in these styrofoam. I'll tidy that up in a minute. They came in these foam containers. So I'm just going to place them right back in there for the packaging. They're not going to cling together. Give them to her just like this. And I'll tuck the shred in a little better, or take some out, whatever I need to do. But I want to package it like this. I'll do these other ones off camera. Tuck the shred in. Just for the presentation. That's all, just for the presentation. Okay, and then it came with this. It didn't seal or anything, but this goes on top. So I'm going to take a piece of this. This is Martha Stewart glitter eyelash boa yarn. Now if I can find the end, then I want to tie this around the container, the foam container. And that's the problem. Is finding the end. Hold on. I couldn't find that end, y'all. I just had to cut it. I'm going to rewrap this at a later point so that I won't have a problem when I use it. So I'll place one of these care cards in each one of these containers. And of course it says hand made with care. Hand wash only. Please don't scrub. Please don't soak. Not microwave nor dishwasher safe. I'm just going to place that on top and tie a little bow on it. Somehow. I want to do it this way. Don't matter. Presentation, y'all. That's all. You got to put a love in what you do. And it's long, or maybe I'll tie it differently. Maybe I'll do. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna get it together. Be patient with me. I'll do it this way. And then I'm going to twist it and bring these sides up. There we go. Do it like that. Ta-da! I'll do the other one and be done. Give her a call and let her know that they are complete. All right? So I got a bonus for you. Got a bonus. Let me move all of this stuff out of the way. Now, if you remember in the beginning, I said, you know, there was extra space and I don't waste anything. And I had an image here that I cut out. So this is the image. Take time to water yourself. I did this a little large, you know, but it was filling up that space there. And I did several of them because I wasted 2 sheets of this transfer paper because it wasn't coming out right. So I actually have 3 of these, but let me show you. I downsized it, and once my printer was clean, look at the difference in the printing. Can you tell that? You see the difference here? How much more vibrant this one is compared to this. Once I cleaned the machine, cleaned the heads, aligned it, and all that. So anywho, I'm going to take one of these. I'm going to take the bigger one. I'm going to take the one that's dull, I think. And I have this beer mug. It's a smaller beer mug. And most folks drink with their right hand, not all. So I'm going to put the image in front right here. So turn it over, lay it down, and we want to clean it off with alcohol. Same procedure. Let's see how this turns out. It might be too big, but this is for me. This one, anyway. Clean it off with alcohol. I have lukewarm water here. Oh, it's big. It's big, big. Might have to angle her. Or actually, let me use a smaller and I can put these on something else. That's what I'll do. Let's see what the smaller one looks like. Yeah, that will fit. Okay, so I'm going to take the vibrant one. Place it in the water and you see it curls right up. Just hold it down. And this is larger. It's still going to take 15 to 30 seconds before it starts to slide off. You hold it down. Once you hold it, it will stay flat. And then put water on your glass. And let's see if it's ready to slide yet. And you just test it. Just move it with your fingers. Yes, and it's sliding off. Okay? Place it on your glass. You'll want to begin to slide. So I'm holding it down on this side and I'm pulling the backing off over here. Sliding it down. Just slide it with the glass. As such. Then line it up how you want it. Take paper towel. Get the excess water off. Make sure it's still lined up how you want it. And take your squeegee. If you don't have a squeegee, you can use the paper towel. Hold on to one side and just pull over. Wipe down. Slowly and carefully. You don't want to tear your image. And you can hold down on the opposite side. And get the bubbles out by smoothing the paper towel over your image. Or you can use your squeegee and pull the excess water out from underneath your image. So there we go. I'm not going to put this one in the oven. I'm just going to let it sit for 48, 72 hours, however long. Isn't that beautiful? I wonder. And this is the clear. Now you can use this transfer paper. What is it called? Waterslide, and they have white, so it has a dark background. But usually I use those for dark colors, black, blue, red, ceramic cups and things. Let's see if I put this white in here, what it's going to look like. It'll show better for you. And please take time to water yourselves. There we go. Is that better? It's not all the way at the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I won't be having beer in here. I'll be having my tea. But if you put it on the opposite side, then you're not drinking from this side. So I'll be drinking from this side. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Don't pay any attention to my table here. It's too much stuff going on. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Tell me what you do. Have you done these before? What you do differently? Leave me a comment. See ya. Take care. Peace and love. I'm out. Hope I helped someone.